Hello friends! This week's installment is a throwback to an old family recipe. Good old-fashioned fried chicken. We enjoy fried chicken at family gatherings, well, any time, really. You probably have an old family recipe, but I'm going to share mine. First, you'll need a fresh chicken. Well, I prefer organic, free range. Or if you have access to a local farm, I bought mine from a friend who runs one. Then you'll need all-purpose flour, a kosher salt, freshly ground pepper, buttermilk, peanut oil.
Fleshy meat, supple, juicy, supple. You know. First, the flour. Powdery, make it salty, peppery, adding other herbs. Paprika. It adds red hot color and spice. Gently toss it all around. You can already taste the salt on that skin. Fluff that shit together. Yes, churn it slowly in that round, voluptuous bowl. Turn that bowl faster as you toss that shit together with that long steel fork forming dust clouds as you hear the silver tines hit porcelain. Slow it down. Down and down. The colors have mixed specks, goodness spread evenly through those white clouds. Set aside. Next, release that cool, refreshing water over the muscles, skin, and bone, turning them, letting the waters flow through the folds and flesh. Gently pat them in dry, thirsty paper towels and let them soak in their buttermilk. Now, ready to roll in that salty goodness? Clean fingers take each succulent piece and dip them into the floury abyss. Coat them, making sure each crevice is filled. Your fingers happily touch and toss and turn them. You get into a groove, a rhythm, then suddenly set them aside until you're ready. Heat that oil. Only one way to go. Cast iron pan, baby. It's on the flame. Gonna fry it in the fat. Gonna dip these babies. Carefully lay them in oil. Hear that satisfying, drizzling sizzle as each piece submits and submerges. Crackling and surrounding them as skin furls and crisps, eventually turning into a golden brown. A murmur of smoke billows up into your nostrils as you slowly shut your eyes to take in that familiar smell. It's amazing. Slowly pull them out. Let them be cool. But then, the anticipation. And now, finally, you take a bite. Oh, how that fried, crispy, salty taste drives you wild. You bite again and eat more and more of that lusciousness, nibbling the last few tender pieces down to the bone. Suck the greasy taste from your fingertips. Hunger, satisfied, full tummy, cool head, and a happy soul. And
there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed revisiting this good old-fashioned dish. So it's indulgent, fattening. So what? No one needs to know. I won't tell. Until next week, friends. Salamat.
When I sit with myself, I try to find the stillness in the calm I'm supposed to know. The quiet that I long for in these noisy times. They all tell me I can achieve peace. My doctor, My friends, the greeting cards, the fortune cookies, the billboards, the commercials, the magazines. If you buy this, if you take that, vote for me, fuck the establishment, you deserve a break today. Grab a Coke and a smile, the quicker the picker-upper. And now, I am trapped in a governmentally imposed opportunity to examine my inner turmoil, to quiet the noise, and to find the stillness within. A perfect opportunity to recharge, refresh, renew, and reinvent. Yet, the fear and the noise drills into me like the sting of a million murder hornets. There's no hope of finding calm. I am the nucleus of a cell of negative thoughts that are charged around me with no positivity to offset the darkness. 2020 means perfect sight. And yet, in 2020, I am blind and lost. What does the future hold for me? For the world, for that matter? I have never felt more that the world was teetering on the brink than now. I suppose every generation has felt this fear before. The hopelessness of the Great Depression, the horror of World War I, the Bay of Pigs, Vietnam, the arms race, and now this. A leader, president, a body in the White House, and a disease of unknown origins and proportions. How can a cloth mask and 6 feet save me from the dark and dread that I fear? It's bigger and darker and more overwhelming than anything that has darkened the doorway of my soul previously. The monsters are lurking under my bed. In the stillness. Still. We, as a nation, as a world, have lived through times of fear and uncertainty before. I sit with myself in the stillness, and I try to find some peace, some comfort. I suppose the only thing that I can find peace and comfort in is that we face the same things that we've always faced. Still.
Stillness. It sounds like a simple thing. Maybe nothing at all. The mere absence of sound. The absence of motion. But stillness is a much more varied thing. Old pond. Frog, jump in. Plop. There is the stillness in Basho's poem. The stillness before the frog jumps in. That is the stillness of nature. The white noise of birds and crickets in duet. We can experience that same kind of stillness in ourselves when we listen, when we meditate. In that infinitesimal space between the inhalation and the exhalation, when sometimes the best of us comes out in inspiration, there is another kind of stillness, far removed from that, where we do not breathe at all. The stillness of death. But I want to put that out of my mind, at least for a while. We know the clickers are clicking, raising the numbers every few minutes. But again, I want to put that out of my mind for a while. There is another kind of stillness. The hand is about to strike the crescendo chord. The voice is about to hit the dramatic high note. When the mechanism fails and the result is silence, is stillness. That is the stillness that has been imposed upon us. The treadmills we're running on broke and we were thrown off. The concerts and shows we wanted to see were canceled or reduced to the thin pixel form. Our friends are hiding at home or behind masks. We are living in the stillness of absence and imposed silence. Living in the stillness of absence and imposed silence. And we're yearning for it. It seems strange to say yearning when the things that we miss are as ordinary as a joke shared between friends. Without fear, the laughter will be contaminated. Let us return to the meditative stillness and end with something resembling a blessing. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. There was music and love and laughter. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We miss music and love and laughter. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And listen to the still, small voice within that promises they will return. They will return. So till we meet on the other side of the stillness, inhale. Exhale. Keep breathing.
The next step is one of the keys to the success of this dish: stillness.
What? How can there be stillness when you're standing next to a pot full of hot oil? We need to be on our toes, Gordon Ramsay style, ready to jump.
Jumping is dangerous. Open your 5 senses: seeing, hearing, touching, smelling, and tasting.
This sounds like a guided meditation.
Don't put out fire with fire. The hotter it gets, the cooler one must be. Slide in gently so there's no splash.
How long does it cook?
When it turns brown.
Stillness, right?
Yeah. See the color change? It's time to take the pieces out. What do you think?
It's golden brown. The outside is crunchy. It smells delicious.
What are you waiting for?
I'm being still.
How can you be still when there's fried chicken to eat? Jump on it.